Tai Chi is practiced for many reasons. You practice Tai Chi to enhance your health. The breathing techniques you use during Tai Chi can really help you to reduce your stress levels and increase the amount of oxygen in your body. You practice Tai Chi as a martial art to learn how to defend yourself in a fight. And you learn how to use what you have. You learn to use what you have with your body, with your surroundings, and even with your opponent's power and strength. You practice Tai Chi to be in the flow state, to be in the flow of its beautiful movements. So some people describe Tai Chi as a dance form, and while I wasn't brought up with that idea, I now see it as a way for somebody to open up their heart as if they would open their heart in a dance. And the dance isn't with a partner, but the dance is with yourself. And you want to learn to do Tai Chi to understand the underlying philosophy of Taoism and make it a spiritual practice in your life. So Taoism is all about finding your true self, understanding the true nature of the world, and being at peace with it all. To find acceptance in life and in your being. Or you simply want to do Tai Chi as a physical exercise that doesn't make your heart race. So it all depends on your priorities. Your priorities will send you on your way to finding the right teacher. And if you're interested in martial arts or fighting, then it doesn't make sense to learn from someone who is interested in Tai Chi as a movement art or a dance form. If you want to learn to fight, then you have to learn from someone who has fighting experience. So it all depends on what do you want and why do you want to do Tai Chi. For me, I asked myself this question years ago when I was tired of work, I was frustrated, I wasn't making any progress, and I was just sitting around doing nothing. And I found myself stagnating, I found my body atrophying, and it wasn't really healthy for me. And I wanted to do something that was also part of my Chinese heritage, so I looked into doing some martial art, and I ended up doing something called Tai Chi, which is an internal martial art, because I was somebody who was very much introverted, very much looked into what was inside of me, and I felt that it was the right thing to do. And I also wanted to learn more about Taoism, which is a path to inner peace. And so I set myself out on this journey to really learn Tai Chi for health reasons. I wanted to get back in shape, and I wanted to have mental clarity, and I wanted to make progress with my life. And then things changed. It turned out to be more competitive. I ended up going through the tournament circuit and doing push hands, and I even found myself in the boxing ring fighting. So it all depends on what you want. And you want to have a sense of what the teacher can bring to you. You have to have a sense that the teacher you decide to study with is someone you can have a relationship with, and someone you can respect, and someone you can follow without forcing yourself to do so. Fortunately, I found that. Look for a teacher you feel is authentic, and ask the teacher for their lineage. Ask the teacher about their tradition. Be careful, there are many teachers who call themselves masters and who are not really at that level. As a teacher, I never call myself a master, and from where I come from, it's a title awarded to the teacher from his or her peers. Now, I do recommend that you learn from someone who is part of a lineage or a tradition and who continues to learn. Fortunately, I had a teacher who always said, I'm always learning. Even teaching, I'm learning. And maybe you want to have someone who seems to be a part of a larger family with Tai Chi brothers and sisters. So you want to have someone that has a large network of support. So really there are 3 things to look for when you are finding the right teacher. One is look for the type of relationship a teacher has with students. Some teachers are very formal and their training environments are strict. Students have to wear uniforms, they have to observe certain rituals, and they have to follow a standard curriculum. Classes have a definitive or definite structure, and they begin and end exactly on time. And I'm not saying that this is right or wrong. There is no right or wrong. There's only what's right for you. And you may want to have that level of discipline, and you may want to have that level of structure. Then there are others that want to find an environment where you are encouraged to talk or share during training. And this is a good way for both the teacher and the student to learn and teach at the same time. The teacher can be unresponsive, and you want to be aware of that, to the varying needs of the student. And the teacher insists on following a certain procedure no matter what. It's his way or the highway, right? Now, other teachers are more spontaneous in their presentation. They are ready to vary the curriculum if the situation calls for something else. So there are different ways of transmitting ideas, and I want you to learn that it's not just about teaching at a very academic level. It's also about transmitting your behaviors, your attitudes, and your knowledge and ideas to others. And that's very important. And there's that mind-to-mind transmission that happens with a very special teacher. Again, it depends on what you want. Do you want spontaneity or do you want formality? Different plants need different growing conditions, and how you bloom depends on where you are at your stage in life. Number 2, find a teacher who can also be your friend. And at the end of this relationship, you will be friends practicing Tai Chi or learning about the Tao together. A good teacher, I think, tends to treat students as friends rather than underlings. And even though the teacher is more developed mentally or spiritually, they come down to earth and really work on you as an individual. And there's a level of respect there. The teacher wants the students to decide for themselves how to live, what to learn, how much to practice, and so forth. And so there really is no right and wrong. A good teacher, I think, wants to create fully independent spiritual beings. And so that's what you want. And third, seek out a teacher who wants to work with individuals who are serious about concentrating on their internal practice, about balancing their bodies, about opening their energy channels, making their emotions clear and non-reactive. And most importantly, find a teacher who is serious about stilling their students' hearts and minds. So these are the riches of Tai Chi, and you want to find a teacher who will help you to discover the riches inside your body, inside your being. And so, do you want to learn Tai Chi as a martial art? Or do you want to learn Tai Chi to stay healthy? Or do you want to learn Tai Chi as a spiritual and philosophical tradition which emphasizes living in harmony with the Tao? So, learn more about Tai Chi by following me on Twitter. And consider that you want to learn Tai Chi from an instructor and learn from a Tai Chi instructor in your neighborhood. And if there isn't one, then consider taking online Tai Chi classes. So let's end by doing a quick flow. You're standing with your feet shoulder width apart, and now you're going to energize the fingers up and exhale, relax back down. Energize the fingers and relax back down. Exhale all the way. Now drop into your left foot and then energize, ward off right. Exhale, drop into your right foot and energize, ward off left. Yeah, exhale, drop into your left foot. Energize, one hand up, one hand down. Exhale, relax, and energize, one hand up, one hand down. Exhale and energize. Exhale, drop and energize. Exhale into your left foot and then energize with your right. Yeah, shifting your weight from right to left and then left to right. And find yourself in this flow state. Yeah, up and then down. Energize and de-energize. Exhale, drop into one side and then energize to the other side. Exhale into the right foot and then energize with the left. Yeah, exhale, relax and energize. And find yourself in this flow state of beautiful movements of the Tai Chi form.